can't talk about things when they happen. How we on sweet chat alone. I know you. Oh, we let for do them bad things then. We they feel most alone. I know you. Oh, we yard. Famul, this na you yard. Once a plenty thank you. So the one that will subscribe to the channel. And we don't like, comment, and share with video. And we want to say plenty thank you. So una we get the patience for go na YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, click with video them. Burn una credit for support we watch with video them. Who tell una plenty thank you. If you just to join me today, we want to say do ya. Press the subscribe button and then you press the notification bell. So anytime we post a video, you will be amongst the first people then we go get with video then.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
Hello and good evening to we good people and depend on the part of the world where you day. Of course, this now your favorite program. We are where they come to you every day, every moment, every time, every hour. Of course, me people as you know, this now your channel, now my channel, now we all channel where they bring you the day-to-day information inside Yard, what we call Mama Salon. But of course, I know one for the use the word against say we get plenty things for now because we every day get things for now as usual. When I know the drama where they happen inside we had and how did they ask the film now so we they come sell the plates you now make una self the watch so now not go late because I see the film it's too long. If we say wait make they don't act everything no it will be problem. So I don't know. Ali, check my Pierre. I forget say Ali do not take exits.
Let not be say that Shaolin and temple business, the fragment meet you. Because that karate adult, not to karate video, karate adult, what happens so today. Charlie. Kung Fu master, but wait, I'm not saying a Chinese man I can normally take Kung Fu. Why we had people and now don't take Kung Fu and now they team up and make karate on top the Kung Fu master there. Yeah, this guy, it's
Yeah, because let's say the copy now.
If
you get chincho then now we are.
For saying now actually watch, not so fun. No. Now you see we get Chinese class when they take inside we had. AYV 98 get special Chinese class now where the Chinese embassy they teach people and now the Chinese language, all of them things and they anywhere. So it's like for saying they open Chinese school now for we. So we don't begin to make the Chinchon China on top there.
See no come. I'm they tell you.
See don't know. Let them tell you go understand something. You don't notice what up. But I who's kind Chinese quick fetch this. And this now they can like for music they can mix Afrobeat and something I don't know how they call them. For they get sober something. This now and street fight versus Chinese. You know say street fight where you take boom 1 2. By the time Fetsondo. Yeah, this now happen so this not a Chinese on a street fight. Sang. All thing. Yeah, Fetsondo. But at the end of the day, we see somebody go end up in the hospital. We go come to down there and talk about that. It's like say we had now inside we had all and the camp for can be two inside we had. We. Well, what do you mean? Because if every day you build relationship with neighbor, what do you expect? Yesterday we talk about that day. People then come and tell we say we not do research fine one. Also, yesterday we talk say we have before supply energy to Ivory Coast the other side. Instead, now the thing we don't turn around. People then say we not do research fine. I the one that was research we not do again. The minister in bodyguard or in information minister we get. Tell me say that Lebanese, how they call it, Liberia, the thing they come out. Then say they come out China, they come out Ivory Coast, Canto, Liberia, and Dong. Now the same thing no more, not make any difference. Now the same two talk, yeah? So low left down no more. But this chin, we happen so today, interest with serious one. But we can't into that day. Big thing, today we get comparison, 11 years and 3 years. Some people say it's unfair, but other people them say, married with the sweetener from the bachelor's eve. Picky way come for better na buying and fall way really want for better in order pine foot and so I think that all and thing and day now we come for talk about today 11 years and 10 years. Tell me back. What you go say 11 years and 10 years. Anyway, this day for inside the program today, my name Masembe Pierre.
And me, a Bible record live from the north.
Big thing you can always do for we, share the program for we. And then you please hit for the like button or you react to the program and very importantly left your comments down for we in the comment section, okay? We go glad for you for me. Today we know the talk boku. We get one video one bring to you. Unfortunately we know we bring her because they picking a naked one day. So we know one for help for disgrace the picking. But I will explain this thing and tomorrow we'll call the number to you. Now the mistake that they will do today. This video they go on the social media we want people really need help because them born am they say the past nature and all the lock. So past where them plates up for in belly now they the past nature. So now they want for do operation to now just 8 months old baby right now. It really the suffer. Imagine this saw day param 8 months now. It don't day with them. And if you continue for day with them, that's why they not go able for well and something else can happen. So in people that really need help for them and we go gladly for be part of that particular help day if it will get them at all. So tomorrow I'll go try for being to you the number. So if you want for help them, you go really contact in mama or in papa for let them go able for help that particular picking day. Shin shon shabalabam. She know. She mind the lie. She know talk. She mind the shine and then talk.
So wait. What's that problem? What's that problem towards that fight the way happen? Because you say you did bring up no more. You did bring up. What's that problem?
Because so much. I don't know if I go glad or no glad. But all two, I don't know. I don't really know say for put am. If I glad or no glad, I don't know. That's not the thing we mean self no. Of waiting happen, I don't know. But we will come to that and know if na glad or no glad. And then we go glad for your waiting people and self they talk about this particular thing. Shin shan shmalan nah. That she nah.
A movie.
And the real life story so yeah. When you can say na movie no more. This is not a movie, na movie. Anyway, so we want to start with the comparison. How we go do this comparison? Yeah, we go want for you listen to we former caretaker first, and then we listen to the caretaker. Interestingly, we know they try to do something out of the box. We dey come with the former caretaker, the time where he tell bye to the people of Riyadh through parliament. Yeah, then we dey come with last statements or the last opening of parliaments, where we caretaker self go and talk things them concerning things them. But we take a one where this talk about this and then we move on. We talk about then the back come a reply. So the first thing we want for talk about now health. Let we listen. Sometimes we go say it's not really realistic, it's not fair, but let we listen keenly. Waiting the former caretaker say about health and waiting this caretaker say about health. When they come back, just know if you are ready, we move.
We fly.
health, and sanitation. Through the most daring public policy in our country's history, we have increased our people's access to health services. Between April 2010 and March 2011, the Free Healthcare Initiative led to nearly 2 million additional under 5 consultations. Over 39,000 more women delivered their babies in health facilities, and 12,000 maternity complications were managed in health facilities, with a 60% drop in the fatality rate in these areas. Between 2010 and April 2011, at the Princess Christian Maternity Hospital, the number of admissions increased from 800 to 12,000, and this trend is continuing. The APC government has also introduced free treatment of malaria for all groups in the public health facilities. As we have had over 100% increase in the availability, accessibility, and affordability of safe and effective drugs within the first 5 years of the Free Healthcare Initiative. And we have constructed new central medical stores warehouse and 13 medical stores. A total of 1,190 health facilities became functional in 2012, compared to the 843 in 2006. We have built maternity wards in Kabbalah, Kono, Bo, and Kenema hospitals to facilitate and supervise delivery by skilled personnel. The 5 BMOC centers each in all the 13 districts were established across the country, and 1 regional referral hospital was constructed in Bombali. At the same time, the district hospitals in Moyamba, Kabbalah, and Kono were rehabilitated. 11 district hospitals have either been completed or nearing completion, and we have established a school for training of midwives. Since 2010, we intensified routine and supplementary immunization, defaulter tracing of TB and HIV/AIDS patients. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, although the EBD outbreak reversed our gains in service utilization, we are bouncing back, becoming more resilient. We are bouncing back, becoming more resilient, and able to restore public confidence and services to the health sector. Over 2,500 EBD survivors have benefited from the Free Healthcare Initiative. To further reduce maternal mortality, we implemented the national strategy for the reduction of teenage pregnancy. We have also introduced the maternal death surveillance and response strategy to enable the sector to generate data on maternal deaths and to take remedial actions. This means we are building our capacity to report on national health events. We have launched an extensive program of health facility rehabilitation and construction. The 9 tertiary hospitals are being upgraded as national medical centers of excellence
and healthcare. Let me from the outset express our nation's gratitude to our healthcare workers, security personnel, public and private sector workers, civil society and community members, development partners, and everyone who has contributed to making us a low-risk country. We have achieved this as a result of proactive engagement, rigorous planning, central coordination, and thoughtful action that have been informed by data and expert advice. We have leveraged home-built technology solutions. We have also prioritized protecting lives and livelihoods and supported the most vulnerable of our citizens throughout our COVID-19 response. As we transition into vaccination stage, my government will take action to maintain healthcare financing at sustainable levels, continue to reduce maternal and under 5 mortality rates, recruit and train more healthcare staff, invest in quality mental care, healthcare, improve patient referral, transportation, blood services, upgrade medical and diagnostic equipment, and upgrade healthcare infrastructure. My government will work with partners to provide more hospital beds, train more midwives, and deliver advanced diagnostic services nationwide.
Well, of course, me people them ask una don see wetin ube tell for tell una say today we look into them two caretaker, the former and the present caretaker, the things that we then talk say then do inside we had una self they help we for George some of them things they are. Well, we get people that can counter we anyway, but I think say the way how we the send we message out to people them a very clear say we know they gather wrong information or we talk because we want to talk. For any information we'll come and give out to una, we they give una a video or audio or pictures where they show say the information where we they give una now from this side it come. So I wonder why people not can listen well or not can pay attention to the presentation when they come and talk their own. Now, una self don't listen to the caretaker former and the caretaker presently. But to what me see, they talk the same. The things that we former caretaker mentioned, now similar things the present caretaker Maada Bio mentioned. But what in the beat me imagination I now is the things them way the former caretaker mentioned. People out there they prove say yes, then be they enjoy their facilities, then they think of the free treatment for malaria, think of the mentality all the way the former caretaker say he go and build both the Bo, Kabbalah and other places them. People where they prove say yes, it be happen during that time. But when your caretaker will get presently, instead come and talk similar things them, or people they challenge and say the things that we talk, they're not correct. If they talk them on paper, but there is nothing like implementation inside we had. So me this na in doubt me way I don't know, maybe before I get proof from the things the way we present caretaker the measure say it do. I don't know if in get proof, but me not able to convince it because people still they crumble on waiting the common paper say they know they see them in reality.
Okay, so when them be the campaign force, the first lady Fatima Bio with the army wives tell them say they for vote for better health system because waiting and they get from the free healthcare and a choke. So we been the feel say we forget a better system than waiting them be meet. But we know say government na continuity. People not just want to accept that. The foundation don't be laid and now then they work on the body of the structure. For ASAM up, the blocks them and then the foundation block, the how you call them, the lintel, the this and that, the what how you call them, I'm gonna take them to the roof. And they work on them. Because if you listen, too it unfair for we get comparison for 11-year-old Pekin in 3 years. But again, Pekin will come for better, you dey know. Married with the sweet now from the bachelor's eve. You understand, eh? 3 years, not a boku time, but it don't get something for we begin see some amount of changes. All over in 11 years, they one and they be able for build different centers, them health centers, hospital, district medical seats, and that all of them things, the referral. And this themselves they try because right now as we talk, then get one way then they build by 34, I think now 100 bedroom, then get the one way then don't go lay foundation. You know say we good for foundation. Now put local, we don't go lay foundation na Kerry town, you know, all of them things. So we see the foundation who they lay. But still it go early for make them kind proper comparison there. Yeah. Then get something in common. Then they fet Ebola, this them fet Corona. Well, in the last time way the caretaker now been the talk is say the reason why they not trust the Ebola when the government say Ebola then are because the government always they lie and the people will not believe. Right now, inside we are now they deny Corona pass any side. So the question we may ask now is it that the people not trust the system or these governments they lie too much for the people them? You understand? We make 10 people in the tower about waiting they happen. You understand? Yeah, we find out say the free healthcare have been get challenges. If you listen at the background, somebody they alert by the former caretaker, he don't that also basically we they watch you not talk about things that we not the right thing. It happen now like where this caretaker been talk about sufficient power supply where people all ally and laugh and then it be the trending voice of the week and the month. So you see, this now some of the things them. This government actually the caretaker not talk much about health system. Because number one, they we see that they not do much, or now true say that they work on the foundation where the last government don't lay already. So is as far as it concerned much not day. So if you listen at all of his speech that one day on health where he talk about, now we play so for you, okay? And the maternal death. You see plenty things then the last government put things them in place in honest fact and do plenty things them and this government they work on that one day. So we still get for give them more time for see what thing they go do in that area than they with regards this I call them the health system. So I think say now that me get for say for now.
Well, I believe say people and they which really watch, not to know waiting me and you talk no more. People get for look into themselves, the access to their own side because they know both the present and the past. Where now the former regime, when at the APC time, you talk one thing, my brother, like where you say no more. We believe say government now continuity, but in this case, when you look at how things they go now, we had it look like say not so it happen because you find out say most of the projects them or the contract the way the former regime be don't left to we own understanding and findings this regime come and terminate most of their contracts. But if they say that they go around back, they try for sign similar contract like waiting and terminate. Me now in the baffle me. If I draw example to you now, thinking of the ship, where they get the light. When this government take power, they oppose them, they talk all kind of things. Say the former regime want to turn the country to Chinese country. They come and oppose the Chinese, the this, the that. That reminds me, even after all that opposition oppose the Chinese, them when the Chinese government go give dirty motor car the way take today from the tell them parade to the me, I know you will see the type itself where I don't know the issue they get for do or the dip and do.
Okay, so them Mutkar and they not see, but not to China being given Mutkar and they na
Russia, sorry.
Russia, yeah, and then
Russia.
they give them Mutkar and they we self know before know waiting the Mutkar and they go still
The
find out.
Mutkar they do.
Sometimes
But yes,
they
still,
try
I
for-
still not the Chinese people them side. This government don't oppose the Chinese. And today they see society and this man they play kung fu against we are doing there.
Yeah,
But
because
still, the people are there in the country. So if
No.
the people be respect continuity, I believe say who side they meet. If not they be take right now we dey plus instead of minus.
where I been small, my mama been they tell me say I go tell you say me I need Peter Likam. Simply waiting down the mean I know the talk word, then I go back I go take him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from waiting we see say plenty of the things that they happen now na Peter Likam from the mining contracts from you know the Chinese this and that all the Chinese things them because them be say the last government on to one turn the country to Chinese country but like you make caretaker post especially for that for talk about the friendship how we call the Chinese caretaker and all of them things then they so you see so now like Pete and Leak now they are the stop no more so we done there anyway we dey continue now we dey move from we dey move now to the education from the health to the education say education the last government plenty people say not to be priority area this government na priority but still we no go compare 11 and 3 but again married wey the sweet na from the bachelor's eve wetin the last government do with regards education wetin this government don do with education and let me compare the last government dem say this government say dem no be value education but let we see wetin exactly dem get for do with regards that one dey yarn no go know side we dey come back gist now.
Access to education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the government has made substantial investment in education. We increased budgetary allocation to education sector from a 3.7% in 2007 to over 15% in 2017. We provided teaching and learning materials for all non-private schools and students during the immediate post-Ebola period and at a cost of 26 billion to the government. In the immediate post-Ebola period, we paid school fees for all non-private schools students at a cost of 67 billion to the government. These efforts paid off. These efforts paid off with annual increases in enrollment and the number of students completing all levels of schooling from 130,000 in 2005 to 200,000 in 2016. In the preschool, from 9,000 females in 2005 to over 42,000 in 2016. And from 10,000 males in 2005 to over 38,000 in 2016. The primary school enrollment increased from 650,000 males in 2005 to over 700,000 in 2016. And from just over 500,000 females in 2005 to over 700,000 in 2016. Junior school enrollment more than doubled from a little over 93,000 males in 2005 to over 161,000 in 2016. And from about 61,000 females in 2014, the number tripled in 2016. In the senior school, enrollment almost quadrupled from a little over 26,000 males in 2005 to over 91,000 in 2016. And from just over 12,000 females enrollment, it increased to almost 7 times to over 79,000 in 2016.
Basic and senior secondary education. More than at any time in the nation's history, more children, including girls and other excluded child populations, are now in school at no expense to their parents or guardians. They are provided with free learning materials, more school facilities and infrastructure, school feeding facilities, and school buses. We have affirmed the right to education with our policy of radical inclusion that has irreversibly overturned the ban on pregnant girls, championed menstruation health, campaigned nationwide against early child marriage, and provided more support for students with disabilities. My government is working with partners to prioritize early childhood development, ECD, with a comprehensive ECD policy, curriculum framework, and ECD centers. We are also making available community learning facilities throughout the country. We are recruiting and training thousands of teachers and hiring and deploying more school inspectors to every district. If training the future workforce of this nation and making it globally competitive is called raising the wage bill, then that is good for the future of the development of the state. To accelerate long-term quality, government has developed and validated a basic education curriculum framework and subject syllabuses, and now developing the senior secondary curriculum framework. My government will revise the basic education policy, the 2004 Education Act, the West African Examination Council Act, and the Teacher Service Commission Act. Government has also developed other policies on radical inclusion, comprehensive safety, school feeding, school health, and village schools to further bolster our gains in the basic and senior secondary education sector. We will use more digitalization and ICT for more school and education center connectivity, learning assessments, education data, and for continuous professional development for teachers. My government has introduced and will continue to gradually expand guidance counseling, library and laboratory services, home economic centers, and adult and non-formal education. My travels to foreign nations and my engagement with partners have all borne fruit. Today, our education sector benefits from partnerships with Harvard University, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, Yale University, McMaster University, and the University of Sierra Leone. We have further partnerships with Global Partnership for Education, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, United Nations Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, West African Examination Council, WAEC, the Education Partnership Group, EdTech Hub, Georeference Infrastructure and Demographic Data for Development, GRID, and NGO Consortium.
Well, of course, me people, we still push the boat where we begin with. Tell us today, we dey look into them two people here and try for compare, say, waiting this say and waiting this say, who that don't do waiting in talk. Well, now we don't listen to the first caretaker when Ernest Bai Koroma. Once away at the start with Ion, he come and tell we upon all the Ebola struggle where they be day on, they be try for manage, for take good care for school business, education business inside we had. We say in measure say, upon all the struggle where they be struggle under Ebola crisis, they still be able for pay plenty money for school picking them inside we had. And mind you, not to be their flagship program that one day. Now then you get this present caretaker bill. Because we not tell no life for any theory caretaker bill, they talk about education inside we had, it has the bleed. It really they bleed. Because now we call this but party no party. Yeah? When somebody they talk, something when I lie, they lie to the nation. When una self where they live under the lies, una the conscience, it the pain una say, na lie, this caretaker the lie power, but just because we not get no option for go olam and share that paper, who say it pull them big lie, then you get the ministers, honorables, then they clap under the lie, then they because the lie they go for their own interest. If this caretaker they come, as we tell una don't hear it, they talk big talk them about education. Now here we see under in your time, it they first na the seat and this education talk where it bola pursue. Now in flagship go come. Now under a regime we see usai students them all cash box come on at it they beg for go pay school fees. When are the Lincoln Queen students them? Mind you, a caretaker will come and talk about how India can change the educational level inside Mama Salon. Now we get the worst in education inside we had as things they go on right now. The same caretaker, dry one, they come and tell you about school feeding program. When me and you know say, yes, of course, other people from other countries them, sorry for we send rest for this school feeding program. What's in them people they do? Then take her from chief minister, caretaker, the mommy, you, the minister we concerned, then take this rest, they ship to themselves. The so-called corruption commission, because they call it anti-corruption, then they corrupt past the one they wait them for target. They come and see into this case. They say they look onto this case. Sorry, the people them. At the end of the day, no result, no commodity. Then restore back the minister. Say they not see case. So if this caretaker they talk about school feeding, me to me na is shame. Now then he can't talk about bosses them back. Now me and you this now we already boss them. We all see the level of strain where the school beginning the strain for go na school and come on at school. Then it's stronger than ever before. But still this caretaker and the people who they write for them, the lies the way they can't talk, then they write on a paper, and they can't sit down in front of TV, in front of cameras them, in front of all other platforms them, people in the day, they represent the people for disseminate that message out. This caretaker, the life are we back. Dry eye one. But this, as I say, not to Bible and shame, but talk. This now we all talk. The former caretaker in the comment talk, the present caretaker the comment talk, una self help we judge this matter. So nobody can't tell we say we dey try for talk because of this or that.
But let's ask you one question quick. You talk about boss just now. You know they see the boss there?
Me not see boss it.
Boss then they, the school boss then they.
Na garage?
No, some of them they they run. Then they run. Although yeah, one or two don't get issue, but they still they run. Then they run really. Then they out they run. So it not can be like 100%, but we get then they with the run anyway. Done.
That's update first for now.
Okay, I like that wording. Make I take this thing for you. I've been the take small with regards let me take the budget for example. This government then priority na education. The last government then priority not to be education but infrastructure, right? The last government say, the former caretaker say, in 2007 they meet the education budget 3.7%. I remember we different health group them in the ask, them in the advocate for that one day. So they meet on 3.7. Then can go to over 15% of the national budget. We go to education. So, in other words, they increase them 11.3%. Okay. So now, let me go back to this government. This government, education are the priority, okay? They meet them 15%. Okay? Then don't take and go now to 21% of the national budget. Almost increments they make. They add 6% of the national budget, 6%, and they add. So, then say the last government, the reason we made they not put more money to the education system now because they not value education. But from these statistics, from this figure where me see and hearing, the question where I go ask now, who that add pass from 3.7 to 15? Now 11.3. From 15 to 21, now 6%. Still, we go say this government don't try because for let they add self-pan the budget where other area than they, it mean plenty thing. But the question again, how much actually they reflect and how much actually they go into the pockets. Okay. Then say this government say they actually don't increase the enrollment of picking them at school. Then me I'm not can understand. No, then people are the only they play with we brainstem. The last government say the preschool, for example, 9,000 to 42,000. The female from 6,000 650, then can go to 700,000. All of them things that the figures them different. But if you look talk and come, the last government make some, effort again in the educational system. And this government, they make a whole lot of noise in the education system. And then say now they don't get 2 million enrollment. Then they pay 1.8 something million. 1.8 something million for picking them. The government, the last opening of parliament, the caretaker tell we say they pay for 2 million. In just few months, then tell we say they pay for 2.5 million. The same person are different medium them. So we don't know who side of money they also they go. What they tell you now, the last government then thief this government by the parag ballery. So we don't know what thing they happen. This government say the free education, they get free learning material. Then don't return the law where they the ban where they put on pregnant girls. They don't go on menstrual education system, menstrual hygiene. They don't get more efforts for make disability get more facility in schools them, and all of this the early childhood policy and centers them all over. Yeah, they don't get more school inspectors. They as well don't get, they don't introduce all of that in the way they talk. It's very correct because they don't need make some great efforts in their area than they. But something the way I not agree with where this caretaker talk is say they introduce counseling, departments. No, for God's sake. The school where me go, we been get counseling departments. We been get counselor. Where for me that woman they be like a mentor. Be the inspire you for do things them. When you get problem, he can talk to you. When he find out say you the troublesome na school, he can come and waiting. When he find out say you dey late for go school, all of them things then they. So we been get them thing and they. So I wonder now why he say introduce. They not call her introduce. Then say we don't bring them back. You don't introduce them. You don't try for I don't know what's not the right word way for use, but rather you don't try for restructure them, for make it come back to effect. But if you say introduce, you mean say totally not been they exist at all. Now you don't make it exist. Yeah. So then they may not agree. But the other thing where you talk about this curriculum and other things them. Okay, that is now good things for the beginning because it help them for later go able for move to one stage. And one thing again where you say you don't able for achieve now for get partnership with Harvard, and other universities them. It's a very good thing. But remember say if you get partnership, you get for pay for with students them for go. You get for pay for other things them. In as much as the university will get for offset some of the bills them, but you self get for participate, yeah, in their things and they. But now we see, like my brother say, we get university inside the country where they try for upgrade the standard of education, but we get speaking there now because they want for paint the future bright. We see them they go on the streets, they beg. So waiting at this priority, waiting at this premium. You dey talk about school feeding. You get school feeding program. Caretaker, you introduce school feeding program, but at the end of the day, you're not able for go now take the rest them all on eat them. If school feeding program they go on right and not to the government too. Now partnership, we can understand. Tell me that and let it be very clear about something in there. Yeah? But I'm not able to understand. Anyway, I rest for now. But certain time then they where some things then they go on in that area they we really need for pay attention and know exactly waiting we for do because if not to that day it not go really easy for we. So we need for find way how we they do some of them things they are so for let things then go on the right way. But I hear the things that we I come up with. So I'll left you there for now. But before we bother continue, please hit for the like button, okay? And continue for share this program. Yes.
Well, I think say like what me we just talk this one say we not get much for say here. We can do the things there, we can do the kind of presentation there for make people themselves get idea of things them where they go on our yard and things them where we don't go on now yet. Like what you say, the two government that they try for compare tonight is you they find out say they all get their own fault. The former regime under the APC, they thief their own thief, and the SLPP led by Ernest Bio, when at the power, then they loot their own loot because Westmaker use the word loot. When people we know, but then people have fine one, but how then they play with money, come and compare the 3 years money where then people don't use and the one that we don't use 10 years, you they find out say the one that didn't thief and the one that they loot because according to the information where they get the money, right now don't missing at the county, in don't boku pass the one they don't sit down for 10 years, just in 3 years' time. So I imagine now, who's at this caretaker, they go for second rounds if now so God wants we for. Waiting will happen now we had concerning we couple. So this talk, not to mention Bepe, no one still repeat them. You self tell we what you think in the comment section. So we'll be able to know exactly what you feel.
Okay. So from there, please hit for the like button. Okay. We go appreciate you so much and continue for share. We will go now to the next side. And we will go to what we call the mining sector. You know, under former caretaker Ernest Bai Koroma and this caretaker Julius Maada Bio, yeah. So yeah, let we see what thing we get. Let me go and listen to them again.
For the first time in 70 years of our mining in Sierra Leone, there is now a comprehensive set of rules and requirements for worker safety, environmental and community protection. We have established the National Minerals Agency for the implementation of the Mines and Minerals Act and related regulations. We have also established and operationalized a world-class mining cadastry office throughout the country to process, record, and monitor applications, license, and revenue. And in a significant step towards full transparency, Sierra Leone has launched the Government of Sierra Leone online repository for share license and revenue information online. Revenues from all fees and taxes are transparently calculated, collected, and reported.
Mines and mineral resources. Mines and mineral resources. Natural resource extraction has not had the requisite impact on developing our economy. Ineffective legal and regulatory regimes for the sector weakened the state's capacity to generate revenues for its social and economic programs. It further left mining communities poorer and condemned to live with the consequences of environmental degradation and associated problems. In spite of shrinking investment capital and supply chain and logistic constraints as a result of COVID-19 pandemic, the mining sector has remained relatively buoyant. New mining companies have started operations. Our development strategy for the sector includes revising the Mines and Minerals Act to ensure effective governance and transparency in the sector, developing shared infrastructure around mining and optimizing local participation in the sector. Beyond job creation, we want to use proceeds from mining as a catalyst for development.
So you don't see plenty things then they happen, okay? With regards this we get reason why we left the mines, you know, last. You know, the last government now they introduce the mines, monitor them, and then they reintroduce, like use that word again. But they introduce the rules and regulation where now these safety rules. Where you they get mines monitor the way they go watch everything they happen, the safety rules and all the things and they follow them now the mines, all of them things in there. They introduce them and waiting and go then call the cadastral online repository system where myself then tell them I don't do 1 or 2 time check and not able to see the information they want to see those days in the last government. But even there, some people say then they get access, but yet still we be no say in internet or other things then have been challenged. But me not ever fortunate for Siam. And some people say for they talk to never fortunate for Siam. And it not been get exactly the information them when it been supposed to get. But the bottom line now, then be introduced that system day. And this safety thing now then come back and make sure say then do them for later and they monitor the mines them and make sure say the workman them because most of the time now casual worker them and if you go fair new antomot then you know the work in a safe environment you know get safety gear and all of them things and the money at the end of the day now you safety get for spend and part because you get for no say you not get for get medical really cover other things and because you're not casual. So you get for make sure so you work under a very well safe and secure environment or working environment for the things and go on. But this caretaker tell we say the way how the mining system be they go, not been the benefits the people and not even the the how they call it the community within the day. But yes, we not say na so it be. For long term, the people are not the benefits. Even when they give the constituency development fund or you get what they call this mining lease agreement and get the percentage they can give. Now the chief them may or this that now they can enjoy them. The ordinary people they not the reflect. So even when this government say then they bring a new system for later if they say they get projects, one build this thing with good money, one do this. So you end up for say at the end of the day the people and the community the benefit, but the money not they go frequently. Usa is supposed to go. The government and young cabal now themselves go able for to get some of them money then they wait and they do it in the one for do. But the bottom line now they all the try in the mining sector for we go on, but they not they do well. They don't tell them the trial, then they tell them the try. Now they don't tell we say then get waiting where they don't able for mark out to side the mineral and they side this, they side that, they side this day. But all of that and they how it will reflect now we life we not able for see. The gentry where we get it do for we see dumb at the talk this every day. We not work, but still we get money we eat. People in the camp they can't work for we, but yet still because of we brains the way we get, they're very small. We not able forget idea of waiting for do. See, but still, something they will make where the former caretaker talk where we go come to last because it just don't happen today. It just happened today, and we will come to that day, and I will save myself for that day and learn for my brother. If my brother gets something for say, if not, then we can go and jump inside that particular issue day. But in the meantime, listen for me.
Yeah, my brother, no just jump. As you don't try for knock into this issue, me say don't try me let people try for understand. We need forget their own contribution at the comment section, so we self they know say the talk not for me you know more. Then self get the concern and they get better understanding of the two issues them who they self for compare.
Okay, so let me go now to waiting exactly happened today. This thing happened today. Now one side let just get the name very clear. I'll give you this information, yeah. So I no go give information where you self no go like or where you go sabi pass with. Hey me God. They said for me the mamina just see just no. Let me make her smile. Okay, like give you right information, yeah. We can go now one side where they call Dalaku inside Dian Chiefdom, yeah, where na Kwenadugu district usai one company where they call Shengli Mining as then they mine diamond and gold na that particular part day. Now this company they under a company where they call China Railway 7th Group because now that I see them CRSG and the person when are the country manager for this particular group. Then call them for this particular mining company, they call them Fasali Tarawali. Well, you know go Sabian, but this now be one of the bobodem of Musa Tarawali. Okay? So now in the country manager for this group. Well, why are they say this? This now the group where this now the company who say some mines monitor them, safety monitor them, go do safety check and talk to the workers them, where one of the Chinese man them go do Shimpin Shomahana ha fair time. And then the mines monitor or the safety officer himself been decide for those street fights when that countryman bang. Now himself decide for Guy. And this team been be the talk of the town for this particular day today. Let me just watch how this all be happen. Will they come back? Jeez, no.
你开会你了，你给我拍拍，你拍拍，打电话，我跟你说好的，我也没给你动手。Get out, hey, out, get out. 你给我上面打电话。Out of this place, man. Out of this place. Out of this place. 你先动手啊！你他妈的再动手，我打死你！滚！Hey, left, hey. Leave him, he's on record. Hey. Calma. He's on record, leave him. He's on record. Don't worry, he's on record. He's on record, don't worry, he's on record, don't worry. He's on record for this, he's on record. He's on record. No. Why? He has no right to stop him. We are on safety records. No, he has no right to stop him. The man is on safety. He has no right to stop him. Why? He has no right. No, he has no right to stop him. He was the one who left that place to come and stop the safety meeting. He has no right. Don't worry. He has no right. He's on record for this. He has no right. And this one, we are going to take it up seriously. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. He has no right. The man is conducting a safety toolbox meeting. He went there and then disturbed the safety meeting. He has no right. Don't worry, Kalma. Don't worry. Everything is on record. Don't worry. Everything is on record. Everything is on record. Yes. Everything is on record. Just pick up your beats. Pick up your beats. Just pick up everything. Everything is on record. This very one, I'm going to call go now. Don't worry.
Well, of course, me people they laugh because this is funny to me. The way how the fight take place, and funny to me. We don't really know. We don't know who side this Chinese man police kind of anger. Which don't pass between he and the county manager. But you know, it's like say I see the country manager go to the hospital.
No, not to the country manager. This na just the safety. How they call them? The safety.
This one they hit the stick, not.
This na safety officer.
So why the safety officer not get safety close? It's enough to them go enter our stick. Now go to the hospital.
Well, and you know now, so them things they say get for step up your game for let things will happen.
But the moment I don't see for me because someone get now the little go to the hospital, yeah, now they're able to talk. The moment when they hook out the stick, enough for them, he go first post. He go hit the Chinese mouse in the dome. But now in go to the hospital, I happen.
Yeah, because that time the way then you cannot be feeling pain.
So you know, be saying man a party with the vet for.
Insurance, yeah, it's possible, and they need for do something because the guy chuka, himself agree, they chuka. But on a more seriousness, I think they need for take action against this company and this particular person. Because government no go don't send somebody for go do safety check a day on a walk. It no matter what will happen. You with you madness, you go bat the file where the people then get. It's like now the government you do fight, now the government you defy. Because if you bat the file where the government now send them people here, then now the government now you talk try for do something to. But this all now will be the try for talk, you know. When you dey sell your birthright for cocoa yebe, na so it can normally dey happen. You know, two things. Sometimes they, I know they say na so it happen in this case, but some of them mines monitor, so when they can go or then safety monitor, then they go there because of a reason. They won't forget the small thing. And then you find out again, say, the government again, don't they take the sell we now to their own government them, you know, because of change, where we get all waiting it take for let we even give donation. Now so it can normally they end up in that case they are so. Can you imagine? But I just glad where this safety officer not left and game. I honestly glad that he not left and game. Not so they no more sabi kung fu. You see the kick, he kick and first nine bottom belly. After we don't slap the paper in hand. Now he go take tick. He come, he choke the guy. Then the guy return back. He lick him back eye bands. I like that then. I didn't fit to know be the fit too small, eh? Eye bands. Yeah, I give eye bands. I get so I like that. I really like that.
The whole thing is the fet. Now it look funny to me. Trust.
It not sabi fall fet and so. Exactly how fall the kick now. So the guy kicks on.
Yeah, man.
But I think the government need for see what they can do with this thing. They need for take action and they need for pull a release on this particular issue. Not to only release with punishment for this. Because if not to that one day, if this they do unto safety officer, I wonder what it go to do to the staff them where they work with. Now they kind of also can take them staff there or then casual worker there where they work with them as if they're a slave. Because if you do this to this kind of officer, then again might do worse than this. Again might slap in workers them. They really need to take action.
All of these, my brother, you know, in a more serious note, all of these they happen because now we own governments that they give them people their power for do them kind of things there to we brothers them who they work under them. Now we had to see a Lebanese man slap black man, right? He cuts him back. At the end of the day, police can arrest the black with a slap.
Yeah, we don't say Mboko. We don't say Mboko.
Voila. So that's it. Tell you, see, the country where we live today, they take them foreigners there so high than me and you.
And something the way this guy do. When the argument begin, when one of the other safety officer did the talk, you know what he do? When he say like come and I pit, that means say that na you. You know me.
So I tell you say, it gets Usa in mass, order from the above. I still repeat, the government, if anything whether Chinese man or any foreigner they do to any worker that we had, not blame the foreigner, blame the government to get. Because they don't empower them in the way where we young brother themselves not even safe na their hand. Foreigner can do citizen whatever thing he want for do in the left both case. So they go to police. The police that will get now we had, they rely on bribe. So all waiting they need now money. So the foreigner they come and give the money. You the citizen because you don't get money, in your case now they go before now you suffer. So this we just send an advice to young brother the way they work under the older people there where they see so as Saloma don't see somebody where they say a white man because them this country they will not know whether a white man or not a white man. As he come, you know, for in a yala they see a white man. So now they only make them people that they use way because I don't know how some people them I don't know how for even put them. As they see them people there, they feel say they are better people them, they begin to honor the one kind way. You know they will understand them until they live with them or you go to the country, they live with them and they say they know say some of them people are now just like trash. You know, but when the travel kind of we had with governments can hail them in the way they're not even free for
Some of
do
them people
anything.
are not jail man, they can just send on ad
But
labor.
of course.
But
I don't know
wait,
why we
person
Sierra
go
Leone
grab
they
no
get
monala, you
complex
go do this
over
kind of thing in
expanding. I don't
China.
know. You say?
Person go just grab, you go do this kind of thing in China.
Are you crazy? Never.
And two things where I notice. Two, if they not be older man there, if we don't choke that guy there with that thing there, it damage
But
a
I make
serious
you
one.
go take that tick or you are not even that tick on an iron.
And then secondly, in company they wake up, if not so because camera been there on, then say been can for comfort. Because they don't be gear
therefore,
for do
now
that.
would game 9 days, Abi.
Yes,
Chinese man for
then can
vote.
for comfort. But the good thing that way camera been there on, now make them not able for do anything. Because they notice now say then the video and that be a good thing. This I think this na reason for make the government begin introduce camera with some of them people where they go for road monitor. Because if not that they bully them. And even the police them will be don't feel say then say for begin get camera where they work with. But again, oh God, where this government said they see camera
because they not care about we the citizens them. Now the kind of government and this will get not care about we the citizens. But you see government they take sister them right now they go exchange them. You feel say they will care about whether foreigner they can't beat now or wound or do any other thing. No,
the one more document now it bats na the hand. Now the man they pick the document.
It's shameful. Because that type of video they go viral. How they you know look how shameful something they happen. Chinese man they can't behave now we are then can we are see how they speak. Nothing they come up behind that, me brother. Nothing they come up behind that.
See, I ain't for slap.
And we all want to fall land back the word because the complex.
Interestingly, watch this thing here. When we bother them, when this thing begin, then we want to turn back parent company. Watch this particular side. After this step, watch this other guy they can advance. You see, huh? You see there?
Oh.
They don't advance now to the own company border back. And then they left down there. And after all the rasul, now they go take the Chinese man in some way, and then go get him. Then forget about their own border. Now advance so now when they notice say now, then they on camera and they make it see, huh? Now they make themselves relax.
Now no man get complex overweight, man. Even you come up prison, go saloon. As long as you know weight, man, go no more. You go swag day. Because some of them border there, they don't even move from the turn them to Lunge. So they take their people as in a better people. And now you sometimes we don't go church and they country them. They able no say not to better people, and not to people themselves sometimes for honor. Yeah. Osha.
But I'm just happy because if this case go end both case, I'm just happy that the guy himself score some points. At least we see now next time now. He see himself he is scared. He go no say himself they take rubbish. I'm just happy for that one day. I'm really happy. You know, because for the person he talk to you, now a very good habit and they talk to you, they pit. That means that pit now wanted something. That yourself now the same water man. You and the pit now the same. They really need to take action against that.
The powers the way we government and lead them for in Abra, looking for national trade. I say ordinary Lebanese man. Where be saying they come back for can make a better life. They slap black man, in copy black man, they go back and go beat her. Instead of them go beat the Lebanese man. So
you know, I mean it follow then in their man the waking, most of them. A village they go pull them for let them can be boy now. Where they can turn master. On top waiting they happen back. Change for we back. Yeah, good. We really need for step up with game. We sorry.
Alright. Salon today, salon for we all. Anyway, my people, you will watch we. This is now your program. We are not forget for hit the like button for we, and not forget for left your comments below. Make we able know waiting you self understand what the presentation we bring to you today. As we try for look into the two caretaker them, I mean the present and the former caretaker, to teach them where them be the talk say, then they do inside Mama Salon.
Okay, we want for as well tell you plenty thank you for we don't join with today inside the program. You know, we appreciate your valued contribution, your likes, your share, your views and everything. We appreciate you so much. Please continue for always to join we. If you're new to this channel, consider for subscribe to the channel, and to the regular family members them, don't forget hit for the like button. Let we reach 100 likes right now on YouTube, and then the Facebook self, let we increase the reactions them. Okay, we appreciate you so much. We get this 4 reaction from Facebook. Sometimes you know vex. People are not vex past you on this Chinese issue. People really vex. They really vex. Very pathetic. But anyway, now this call, now they talk about things that really happen inside we are. I'm just happy for this guy now in left and gam. Until we meet again in another edition. Tomorrow, don't forget to wait in tomorrow Wednesday. Good, Wednesday. And Wednesday, not let think happen. Good. Blow mind, eh? You get something for blow mind? This is one part of the thing that we go on for you waiting to talk about this thing. So join me inside blow mind tomorrow. We'll talk about this Chinese business, yeah? Let we hear you waiting to happen, okay? This now we all talk, okay? Until we meet again, Pierre. God bless you. Have a very good night or good morning, good afternoon. It depends what's you day. Until we meet again, one for say God bless we all, and then God bless we country Sierra Leone where we can call we are.
And me, my brother, God bless we all. Let us stay safe. Love to each and everyone.
Peace out. We country salon. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.